I am honored to ask, how do you perceive the Oscars? You changed how we do film. When you look at it, I mean, I look at it like it's almost a silly exercise. How do you perceive it?
Well, you know, there's part of that. I think we are all invested in our celebrity culture, in the sort of the gawking aspect of it. But I'm a distant cousin. I'm in the documentary realm, firmly rooted in the facts, ma'am. And so you look on it with a bit of bemusement. At the same time, this was one of the most extraordinary years, and the competition was...
Why do you say that? Why was it extraordinary?
Because I think we had finally, the Oscars have had some problems and some criticisms in almost every category. We were looking at some of the voters had a range of the best films available, and that's not always the case.
There's Daniel Day-Lewis, and I want to get one more question and then dump this in for Scarlett and Sarah. At the end of Lincoln, the Appomattox scene, Ulysses S. Grant bounds down the stairs to Robert E. Lee. After watching your work, is that really the way Grant was? Did they get Ulysses S. Grant right in Lincoln?
I think I was surprised. I liked the way he looked, and I think the film should have won. I thought it was the best film by far. In some ways, this reminded me of the year of Saving Private Ryan, in which Shakespeare in Love snuck in, and we were just going to... Steven Spielberg is our greatest director, and it's sort of like, you know, we've got... everybody else, and we just assume he's there like the air we breathe. But I thought that Grant had a lot more respect for Lee at that moment. You know, he was incredibly solicitous. Totally. And one of the most amazing moments in American history is that incredible sort of solicitation that he had towards Lee, and this sense that, yes, your men can keep their arms, they can keep their horses, they're going to go back, we're going to be reunited, and he was following through on Lincoln's sort of better angels.
Well, the broader theme here, of course, is that not just Lincoln, Zero Dark 30 and Argo, all based on historical
and all
box office hits, though.
really good films.
But all raising questions about the historical accuracy of these films. I mean, how much liberty can you take when it comes to the truth?
Yeah, and you know, and this year it's we're really nitpicking with these guys. I mean, we've had big discussions over the years about JFK and Oliver Stone's License, but let's remember that the greatest of all dramatists, that is the guy who's doing fiction, took all the histories, conflated all the dates, made combined characters, and we consider him the greatest of all dramatists, which is William Shakespeare. So what we want to do, particularly in a country which has a First Amendment, is permit these people to exercise in the service of a larger truth. And I think this is what we're debating about. And I think it's really nitpicking. They're allowed to do that.
Thank you.
They're allowed to make these choices.
You can come back
But I mean, I can talk to you for hours about why I think JFK is so bad, but I reserve Oliver Stone's right to get it so badly
and Fargo
wrong.
was based on a true
and make it
story.
entertaining. Yeah. Well, Ben Affleck, who of course did not get a Best Director nomination, did take pains to preempt all the truth police out there, right? He came out and said that climactic airport chase at the very end with the Iranian police trying to chase them down in the plane never actually happened. It was wholly invented. Does that matter, though?
It matters in one sense, is that if you want to have a documentary of it and you put that scene in, you are telling a lie. If you make a feature film with Hollywood to bring in the audiences, and it comes in and it's a great film, Argo's a wonderful film, and Ben is turning into a great director, and it was a horrible stuff. The big news here is not stretching the facts. It's why the Academy still sometimes doesn't nominate a director when they nominate a film. And I thought the elegance of his co-producer last night was really great, saying, look, he won't say it, but I want to say this film is because of our director, you know, Ben.